Hello everyone, welcome back to some more of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Last time, what happened last time? If I recall, sorry, I just got back into things. I don't record every day, so my memories aren't exactly a thing. That's right, we started the trial, got to pressing some witnesses, and we found out that how trials work over here is that as we're pressing and doing stuff, the members of the jury are going to lock in their votes, guilty or innocent. And if everyone goes guilty, we lose. But in that case, we got this nice little ancient law that everyone forgot to remove, called the Summation examination, where, well, we're about to see what it is here, but it's basically we're going to see if we can overturn some of the jurists' opinions. Yeah. Again, I do want to apologize. I know it's recording. I'm still trying to work things out here. Because I'm not sure if it's my microphone is the problem, or if it's the audio in OBS, or if it's, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Anyways, I think this is an acceptable volume. Everything's still in the green, it's just slightly to red. Everything sounds just fine, I think. The only problem is that if I get too loud, or I pitch my voice too deep, that's when everything starts going haywire. That's why everything starts peaking. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a problem with my microphone, because my microphone can pick up stuff easily enough. So whatever. Anyways, the court will proceed with the summation examination. This is madness. Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready? I'm not. There was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so... All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached their decisions. On what grounds? You must all justify your decisions, explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty. My lord, you're rather putting us on the spot. This is most irregular. No mention of this was made before. I don't really hold with all this justifying luck. Well, yeah, of course you weren't informed. This is some ancient secret stratagem that literally wasn't used for the last century or whatever. Oh, that seems to have thrown the jurors off. Oh yeah, I also apologize if the volume for me isn't as loud. This is like, what, a little higher than the max volume of the music, so you may have to turn the volume up. It seems none of them have experienced this before. Alright then. The summation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for, to turn this trial around. So be it then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you to set the grounds on which you found the defendant manifestly guilty of this most serious crime. Alright. The jurors' contentions. So this isn't too hard. All we have to do first, they're going to explain it later, but essentially it's like normal testimony, only slightly different. There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it ought to have been him. I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers, with fares totaling 20 pence. He stuck the chap next to him just like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen. I have simply typed and collated all the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion. You can trust the good. Fares are mortal. Wow, that sounds awful, okay. You can trust the good. Fares are mortal. We haven't raised prices above 4 pence for years. The scoundrel stabbing the poor man on the floor. It beggars belief. Wait, what? He didn't stab him on the floor, he stabbed him in the chair. I'm starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this for now. Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they? Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds. I'll have to do everything I can at them, and use some very persuasive language. Just a moment. Oh, this is probably the tutorial. That's not quite how it works. Oh, yeah, we gotta... Fortunately, what? Once you have decided the defendant is guilty, they are unlikely to heed anything the defense says. Oh yeah, obviously, that's what we're saying here. So yeah, I'll do this basically, but essentially, because we're the losing party, they're not really gonna listen to our opinion. So what we gotta do is make them listen to each other. In other words, as they explain here, I believe, what we gotta do is pit their statements against each other. So it's not like we're not going to be using our own words, we're just going to be using everyone else's words. Because as people are, obviously, if you disagree with someone else, then they'll just be like, oh, no, then I'll pick guilty. You know what I mean? Because they disagree with the other person. Or maybe there might be some kind of contradiction that the other person has. And so both parties might come to an agreement and pick not guilty at the same time. So, yeah. Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected by the public, yeah. They may appear to present a united front, but yeah, they're strangers, obviously. No one colluded anything. Exactly. Yeah, we just have to find out what everyone's saying and pit their statements against each other. In a way, then, this is similar to a regular cross-examination. Oh! Yes, I suppose you're right. Alright, let's find contradictions then, shall we? Gee, 2 slaps, okay.
Can we start proceedings, counsel? I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal.
Yes, my lord. Alright. The jury examination. No one else to the carriage. Okay. I think I remember one thing we have to do. First thing is number 4.
Hold it!
What have you been doing all this time? What have you been doing all this time? There. I should have thought it was obvious. I am recording everything that takes place as part of these proceedings. And what have you learned from that? For example, at this moment in time, the judge has used his gavel 11 times in total. The prosecution has snorted derisively at your remarks 7 times in total. And, I might add, each time you have gawped like a simpleton. Thank you. And what's the point exactly? That she's recording everything, huh? So, anyway, madam, are you able to explain why you think the defendant is guilty? That is a conclusion I have drawn as a result of the copious notes I have typed. Clearly, but I'm asking you to explain why you've drawn that conclusion. Please don't distract me. It makes it extremely hard to concentrate on my note-keeping. Yeah? None of you gonna tell us? Okay. Trust the guild, fair is fair. 4.3 years, great. On the floor. Oh, wait. Easiest one, obviously. First one, there's one that's the easiest. That's this. How can you be stabbing someone on the floor, yet at the same time, hitting someone from the side?
Objection!
Those 2 statements are completely contradictory.
What? Explain, counsel! Post haste!
Oh, dearie me! I was only needing a jumper for my other half.
What's all this crap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask you? We've heard from more than one witness. that they allegedly saw the actual moment when this defendant stabbed the victim. Now, out of curiosity, juror number 3. Whoa! Don't you see I'm busy here? How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it? Ha! Want to test me, do ya? It was like this. Stopped the fellow next to him without even getting up. Just like the Prim Banker said.
Yes! That was Mr. Fairbray's testimony. Quite true.
Is that too loud? Whatever. Now then, juror number 6.
Oh, is that me, is it? What can I do you for, young man?
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madam?
Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it, it was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. The coachman.
Oh. Now, don't move. Take a look at these 2 jurors. He stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up, and he stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor.
Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions.
What? Bless my stitches! What a muddle!
What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth. Or both couldn't be telling the truth, obviously.
Oh!
But why? Why the dickens would they lie? I don't know that yet, but what I do know is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We may never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let all that happen? In all good conscience?
Lies, you say? Oh, dearie me. I can't abide people telling lies.
Well, that's one. The scales. I don't believe it. But wait! Now hear this, my fellow jurors. I warn you, you cannot listen to this man. Look at him in his black suit. He's clearly some devious Eastern sorcerer using magic on us all. Yeah? You wanna talk about me wearing a black suit? You're wearing, what is that? Army green? A black top, whatever. If I could use, yeah, Renosuke's jacket is literally like a slightly darker shade. And he wants to call us out for being in a black suit. If I could use magic, do you really think I'd be putting myself through all this? Answer me this, Doc Jinx! Huh? But me? What exactly is the problem? What of it if 2 witnesses have slightly different recollections of events? What of it? Let's say Sherlock did stab the victim as he was sat next to him on the omnibus, and this young dandy saw him do it. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor, and then the Sherlock stabbed him again, and this old lady saw him do it. Well, what's to say it didn't happen like that? Oh, you're calling a dandy, sir. Why, I should take this knife to you.
Oh, are you calling old? Why, I should take this needle to you.
Ugh, they're ready to kill each other now. That doesn't make sense. The foreman of the jury be right? No, because it says in the autopsy, stabbed once in the abdomen, so it has to be either or. And from the looks of it, it was stabbed with somebody's right hand or something like that. Because from the way the injury looks... Oh no, it was in the middle, so yeah, technically you could just use your left hand right there. But then how is there blood on this? Was it from, did he like try to help him up? Or something? Because you say he died from internal hemorrhaging, so he couldn't have been like... Well, he died inside the cabin and Megilda was fit, whatever. There's something we don't know, whatever. But could the foreman of the jury be right? Did the 2 witnesses see 2 different moments of the same crime? Oh wait, stupid me, I forgot to break. Ugh, whatever. I really did not see the thing. Further. Court record, yeah, I knew it. That's just a hint. Okay, good. Freebie. Thank you kindly. Whatever. How did I miss that? Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman. Well, now you Doc Jinx. Come on, out with it. What you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question. What are you talking about, man? How can you possibly say that? You do realize I'm only doing my job. As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction. So, where's your evidence, man? That's what we want to see. I say the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime. If you say that's out of the question, show me some proof. Okay, I got your proof right here. Present him with something he can't dismiss. Well, that's easy enough. As you wish, then. Well, I'll give you the proof. It's out of the question that the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime, as proven by the autopsy report, obviously. This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen. Only once. Only once? It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen two different times. Alright. I'll concede defeat. Yeah? Alright, that's 2 down. 4 more to go. And I think I already remember the contradiction already. If I can find it. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. You did it. If we can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds. Oh, 2 more? Then that would be 4 against 2. Oh, okay, I guess we have to get the majority back. Okay. I thought we had to get everything. If we can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds, we can force the trial to continue. 2 more. Actually, there's something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions. Then that's where you must strike next. So, I need to pit 2 more jurors against each other, and show another contradiction in their assertions. Exactly. You can do it.
Well, the scales of justice have shifted, but they still weigh heavy on the side of guilt. Counsel, you have the floor again. Continue with your summation examination.
And as you can see, the text is faded, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. Fares surely 20 pence.
Hold it!
Oh, right there. But does his ability to recall his takings that night really tell us how trustworthy the man is? I manage all his lordship's cash affairs, so I'm very particular when it comes to accounts. Let's see. A single penny can mean the difference between life and death, after all, can't it? That's a saying in your country? My point is, the man who minds his figures is a man you can trust. Those of us in service would swear to that, sir. Does that bench really need any more polishing? So, if the good driver says he saw Mr. McGill in the act, I don't doubt him. The only task left to do today is disposing of the rubbish. Ah, now wait a minute. One of the other jurors mentioned something about money, I think. Now would be a very good time to listen carefully to the juror's statements again, Mr. Naruhodo. And inconsistency. Okay. So another juror said something about money. Which one was it? Not you. Okay. Trust the guild. Is it this guy? Because he said he's the only one person that said fares above 4 pence. That's how much it costs to take the omnibus?
That's right. As the guildmaster, I decided to set up a policy for all drivers across the city. One fare, no matter which bus you take or how far you go. We have to compete with the rise of the motor car, you see. Us coachmen have to make a stand together.
Yeah, that'll be a speaking style. Why not? Motor cars, you say?
Yes, and this murder on one of our buses is extremely damaging to our cause. It's beyond the pale. It'll lead to a decline in passengers, you mark my words. And it's all that rascal's fault. He has to pay.
Is it the climber's buses he's more worried about?
Anyway, every member of my guild is reliable and trustworthy. So, if the driver says he saw him do it, that fellow in the dock is as guilty as sin.
Okay. 4 pence for years. Do I have to put these two together? Because... Wait a sec. Hold up! I caught it! I caught it! Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. About 4 pence per year, right? I just caught it again. She says here, he has an excellent memory. 4 passengers, fares totaling 20 pence, right? Well, 4 passengers, fares totaling 20 pence. That means 5 pence per passenger. However, the guildmaster guy says 4 pence. In other words, 4 per person. 4 passengers, the fare should have been 16 pence, not 20. Something's not adding up.
Objection!
That's a bit hard to catch unless you actually think about it for a second. So that is actually pretty clever. Clap and a half to you. Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
They do? Explain yourself, Counsel.
Me? Oh dear, what have I said?
I swear on Silver Blaze's maiden name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about.
According to the group testimony we've heard so far, there were 4 passengers on the omnibus on the night in question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares. Quite right. I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me. Number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence.
There it is, a fair and convenient single price, just the way London's carriages should be operated.
But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts.
Why, man? Why?
4 passengers paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication... it would be 16 pence! Exactly. As I said, it doesn't add up. The figures are different. By 4 pence, in fact. Or precisely, 1 person's fare. Oh, so there was another person. Oh, snap, that's right. In the omnibus. I think I said this last time. In the omnibus, there was a space right under here. Where was it? There it is. There's a secret space underneath it. There's stuff here now, but it's possible someone could have easily just crunched themselves up behind here. And if, if Meguro was sitting by here, someone could have easily just got up, shishinged him, and then jumped out the door. Yes, that makes good sense. So there would have to be 1 more person.
1 person's fare?
Yes. In other words, on the omnibus that night, it's distinctly possible there was another passenger we've heard nothing about.
Good gracious! This can't be right. The coachman of the guild are good, honest men. We're known. Trustworthiness is our watchword.
The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up.
Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he lets nefarious characters ride his omnibus. Alright then, how do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end? Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire into the innocent side of the set of scales. No, hold your horses there, coachman. We were all in agreement. Wait till I get my hands on you, Beppo. Well, that's 3. One more now. This is all very irritating. Begging your pardon, sir, I'm going to do the same.
For the love of Mike, not you as well.
A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear, after all. I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my accepting standards in financial matters. Oh, really? I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again. Alright. Wait, that means 4 jurors are now leading to not guilty. We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo. We've won. Well, I mean, we haven't won. We've got ourselves out of a hazy situation, but not won exactly. What are you playing at, you dandy fool? Shut your trap, sir. No one saves me. But we had a consensus. I said shut your trap. I know a liar when I see one. And if the chap ever dares to cross the threshold of my shop, I'll take this razor-sharp blade and shave every last hair off his head. Please tell me he's a barber.
Well, in quite a remarkable turn of events, the defense's summation examination has flipped out the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to adjudicate, and the trial must continue.
Alright.
I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, witnesses to return to their places. And I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth.
Alright, here's a test now. It's what's called Van Zeke's voice is deep, so...
So, Lord Van Zeeks, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you please.
Yeah, not even gonna drink it, you're just gonna smell it? What? Having savored the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hollow chalice, it may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
Lord Van Zeeks!
Is it cold in here? Or is it just me? Ow! I just cut myself on the edge. As your antiquated tome no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during a summation examination. So, I ordered a deathly silence and listened to the charade. It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury. Yeah? You're gonna insult the people that are deciding this case? What happens if everyone decides, oh, not guilty because Prosecutor Van Zeeks is a judge? Come on. Well, no matter. There is nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No. And why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all? So, let us proceed to the next round of battle. Oh, snap. Bring forth the witnesses once more. There. I hope that's better for Venzeeks, because if it's too gravelly, it is not good for the mic, and it destroys my throat. Like last time, you heard last time, I literally had to pause the thing just to get a sip of water because my throat was getting messed up. So, this voice, and this tone of voice, and this way of speaking will have to do. I pitched my voice slightly deeper than normal, so witnesses. I trust you heard the summation examination we have just had to endure.
Oh, yes, sir. That I did, sir.
Of course I heard it.
Oh, yes, sir. I heard it. You, sir, on the end. The coachman. I believe it's Beppo.
Yes, sir, my lord. Sir?
If it transpires that in your previous testimony you were attempting to veil the presence of the fifth passenger on your omnibus, you will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir.
Oh mio Dio.
Now then, witnesses, I hereby call upon you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's summation examination.
Alright, let's do this.
I only carried 5 passengers that night. I swear it.
Well, I for one was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus. Yeah? He fiddled us on the floor with it. And then I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It's all too much. Yeah, bro? Really, Beppo? Collecting that little bit of extra dough so that way, because it's a cold night? Really? I tell you, I saw Mayfield stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I think so, yes.
Counsel, make sense of this for me, please.
The phantom fifth passenger conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed. The confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly little cousinage. Beppo, explain yourself.
I'm terribly sorry, Guild Master.
The guild's fare is 4 pence across the board. With no doubt. Am I to understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny a fare?
It's so cold, and the last one of the days always half empty.
Yeah?
You have been dishonest, coachman.
I'm sorry.
You're a disgrace, Beppo. A disgrace. And your selfish actions have brought dishonor on the entire guild. If I may, sir, I had to pay 10 pence on the bus just last week. Yeah? What? 4 pence, bro? Literally everybody's overcharging passengers. 4 passengers at 5 pence each is, yes, 20 pence. I've done the arithmetic 10 times already, but I just can't make the result come out differently. No, that's figures.
Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misgivings have already been explained. So, counsel for the defense, your cross-examination, if you please.
We've already had the pleasure of a protracted summation examination today. I see you intend to continue the parlor games. Absolutely. Whatever. I remember. Wait, right. We have up our sleeve that Fair Play was in debt to Mr. McGilden, so that makes sense. I only carried 4 passengers, but what exactly? It's probably that he charged them for 5 pence. Yeah. It's impossible to make the last one of the day pay. I was so cold. It was all I could do to stop myself from passing out. I'm getting chill Blaine just listening to you. It was terrible. So I wanted to give myself a pat on the back for even keeping the bus running. Doesn't a dedicated coachman deserve an extra penny per passenger? You're digging a deeper hole for yourself here, you know. If only there had been a fifth. Okay, we had another suspect. True. So I guess there really wasn't a fifth? So I had to pay 5 pence. He filled us. Hold it! It's probably nothing, but I may as well just see and make sure. Does that mean everyone on board that night paid 5 pence instead of 4? Well, I paid 5 pence too, sir. And I just told you that I did. Oh, flat the fare for 5 pence across the board. It's not something to be proud of, you know. The so-called discrepancy my learned friend identified was nothing of the sort. Much like the phantom killer you so desperately needed, it's gone, dead and buried. I'd have been happy if it had ever existed in the first place. Huh. Okay. Everything I said before stands. Now you said you saw him stabbing. So, you saw the defendant, Mr. McGilden, stabbing the victim, Mr. Mason, who was sitting next to him? That's what I said, isn't it? Yeah? You hesitated there. It was bothering me before this was. For just a brief moment, he hesitated before answering the question. Anyway, there was only 2 of them inside the carriage, wasn't there? There's been much talk of a 5th passenger, but as yet, 0 evidence. Well then what are we wasting all this time for, eh? It's black and white. The man's guilty. Something about Mr. Fairplay's testimony just jars with me. I wish you could work out what it was. How about the fact that you're not giving him a valid reason, like... Everything I said before stands. I think so, yeah, okay, I guess what? Did we just present the book here?
Objection!
No, dang it. Whatever. Oh well, can't be perfect. I'll just, not save Scott? Oh. Whatever. Everything I said before stands. You can get a hint. Not long ago, this trial very nearly came to an end. Somehow, we've managed to keep our chances alive here. I can't waste this cross-examination. I have to use it to bring some new facts to light. If you're not careful, the jury will end up believing something unhealthful, okay. So the entire point is that we have to uncover new bits of information. Alright then. A reaction, yeah. Pursue the... Oh! Okay, I get it now. So, Fairplay's gonna have to have a reaction. I get it now. Fairplay's gonna have to have a reaction and we can just pursue them like we did back in Japan.
Hold it!
Earlier, you testified that you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stopped the victim, didn't you? Oh, yes, that's right. You said that the victim was on the floor and described the assailant as holding the knife in an ice-pick grip. As in what, backhanded? I suppose. I might have, yes, put the cart before the horse. Maybe.
What's this?
Well, that was too loud, okay.
Well, I'm quite sure about most of it. I was driving the horses when I heard the scream from the seats on the roof deck.
Oh, I expect that was me, sir.
Then, when it tried to turn around, yes, I saw it through the skylight. The gentleman was on the floor, and the knife was sticking out of his midriff. That's right, yes, and the fellow holding the handle was the famous man. Yes.
So, in short, you didn't see the moment when the victim was actually stabbed at all? Yeah?
I really thought that I did, but I could go over again in my head. No, I suppose I didn't actually see the precise moment.
Truth!
Oh, there it is.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Fairplay?
Now you listen to me. I know what you're thinking. You didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that?
Eh? Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer him cleverly. Could he have just happened to see the exact moment the crime was committed? No, because some days are like that. No, he couldn't have seen the crime itself. He's probably just doing this to get rid of his debt. Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Well, if you spend your time peeping through the skylight at the top of the omnibus, that is. But, peeping? I'm a respectable city banker, I'll have you know. And I know what I saw. I remember it clear as a bottle that day. It was a grim scene. I don't mind telling you.
Thank you, Mr. Fairplay.
Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord.
I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly...
Sorry, I'm speaking too fast again.
I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly you saw.
Oh, I can do that, alright. I'll tell you just how grim it was. Alright. Do you think I'd forget the sight of those blood-soaked hands after the butcher stabbed the man? Blood-soaked hands?
Hold it!
What do you mean, blood-soaked hands? Blood-soaked? Well, perhaps soaked is laying it on a little thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it. And you saw that from the roof, through the skylight. Well, the skylight's reasonably large, so I had a pretty good view. And there was a lamp on the inside of the carriage as well, so I'm quite sure of what I saw. This banker's latest statement has a contradiction. When you first add up, Mr. Naruto? Yeah, look at the court record. It's already obvious. Right, that was the last statement. Essentially, it's the gloves, if you recall. Only the weird spot under the thumb was bloody. Not the entire thing, unless the guy somehow washed his pair of gloves. Alright. Sorry if you hear me yawning. It's literally like, what, 10 at night, so... Let's get to the final statement there. There it is!
Objection!
Here's the wrong one. Blood-soaked hands? Well, I admit that soap may be laying on a little thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both were covered in it. Well, I'm very sorry to disagree, Mr. Fairplay, but that's a little more than peculiar. What? Here are the gloves worn by the defendant, Mr. McGilded, on the night in question. Oh, yes, right. And there certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain there. But, as I'm sure you can clearly see, it's only on the right-hand glove. Jeez, bro, your teeth. Careful, that looks like metal. In short, Mr. Fairplay, your testimony is inconsistent. You're not playing fair. But no, that can't be right.
So you're the liar here, then?
That's right. You were quite clear about it. You said it was both hands. Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, it calls your entire testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed, but is that really the truth?
Objection!
It was a simple mistake. You can't justify accusing this man of lying. Yes, it wasn't both hands, it was only one. But the fact remains. The victim's blood was on the accused.
Objection!
No. Mr. Fairplay categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands. Which means there's a strong possibility that this witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court. Oh, sorry. I clearly clicked pause for a second there. Not much happened. He's like, yeah, no. So, yeah. Why? I'm a city banker, for Pete's sake. My word should be the gold standard. I'm a gentleman, not some gutter snipe. Upstanding members of society don't prevaricate. He's claiming to have no reason to lie. But is that really the case? Nope. We got the proof right here on hand. We got the proof. The proof is right here in this pudding. Come try some. I have evidence, fortunately. My lord.
Yes, counsel?
The defense is ready to present evidence.
Right, Joe. Are you sure?
Yes. Evidence that will clearly demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay had reason to lie in his testimony.
Very well. I hereby call upon the defense to present its evidence. The evidence that demonstrates a motive for the witness's alleged deception of the court.
Easy. The ledger.
Take that!
This is a list of debtors who owe money to Mr. McGilded. Yes. A list of innocent victims crippled by the accused's extortion. The point is, among the names of the debtors is your name, Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
What? Mr. Fairplay, are you currently indebted financially to the accused?
No, well, it's barely worthy of being called a debt. According to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas. Not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say?
Well, what of it?
Let's suppose Mr. McGilded were to be found guilty of murder. What would become of your debt in that case?
These documents say that the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, will the creditor, the defendant here, to be...
Wow, that is awful for him.
The defendant here to be sentenced to a capital punishment. All outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled. They would cease to exist.
Cease to exist? Yeah, because it's two individual parties. So if one party dies, then, you know. Mr. Fairplay, is it not the case that you claim in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw in a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant? Caught you red-handed, bro? trying to sneak by?
Order! 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 Mr. Bruce Fairplay!
Yes, my lord?
Let me ask you again, and be aware that your answer may have most serious implications on your future, sir. Did you or did you not see the precise moment in time at which the defendant is alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim?
Your silence speaks volumes. You did not tell the truth in your testimony. Alright, now let's not make a melodrama out of this. Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch. A pinch? But it makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on Mr. McGilden's hands. Both of them.
Objection!
And yet, one of the defendant's gloves, which we have here as evidence, is stained. The only one. Yeah, so you keep saying. I wonder if I'm a bit out to speak, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. First.
Well, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself as it happens. Seeing what? The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think, yes, I'm almost sure that it was on both of his hands, not just one. What? What? It was on both of his hands? Then why is there only one thing on the glove's hand?
It would appear that we're going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. This time, I would like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Yes. Mr. Naruhodo, this is good news. The course of the trial seemed to have shifted slightly at last. Yes. I might finally have a chance to turn things around here. Alright, we are 52 minutes in, so you know what? I think we're going to end things here, because this is a good spot to end it off, you know, right before we see what the witnesses really saw. And, yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, let's just thing here. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time, where we get to see what the witnesses, really saw. Because it seems to me like nobody saw nothing. And everybody's just out to get Mr. McGilden because he has everybody's debts. Yeah. Also, I'm sorry if my audio kind of like went too high in this video. As I said before, I'm still trying to figure out everything so that my voice isn't too loud. Because like I have to think about, is it the microphone itself that's the problem? Is it this computer? Well, it's not. I don't think it's the computer, to be honest with you. Is it or is it just my voice being too loud for stuff? You know. Anyways, with that being said, I will see you all next time.